go.
Hi, I'm Senator Malcolm Roberts, and I'm in the seat of Dickson, the electorate of Dickson, with Tamera Gibson, who's the candidate for Dickson with One Nation, and she lives in the Samford Valley. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, thank you, Malcolm. We've had a great day together, out about meeting our constituents, and it's been great. So my name is Tamera Gibson, and I live in the Samford Valley, and I'm a regular person just like you. I'm a wife, a mother, and recently a grandmother. I have a small business.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I know I don't look old enough, do I? That's what I told my daughter-in-law.
Now I'm supposed to say yes, you don't look old enough. Right, okay, I get that, I get it.
I am a small business owner. When I was 18, I joined the Navy, where I spent the next 8 years of my life training and then educating apprentices, which was incredibly fulfilling. When I left the Navy after 8 years, I then went on to Asian disability. I then also went into the banking sector and education. From there, I went and started my own businesses. So in tourism and hospitality, sustainable small acreage management, where I actually worked on your property, if you remember,
right,
Malcolm. And I now have a retail outlet in the Samford Valley where we do equestrian supplies. The last 2 years has seen an avalanche of government overreach. We have seen government invading our businesses, taking over the HR management and marketing roles of our businesses, and this has to stop. It's caused devastation to nurses and teachers and countless other workers, as well as small business. We need to stand up and make our country free, like it was when we were children. When I grew up, we had so much freedom in this country and we could choose our career path. There were no limits, and that's what I want for my grandchild, and I hope that's what the constituency wants for their grandchildren as well, a freedom in Australia like we used to have.
Well, they certainly do. They really want that. I was going to ask you the second question, why are you standing up now? But you've already answered that. You want Australia back. We want our Australian lifestyles back. That's what people are telling us all over Queensland, all over Australia.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
So the last question, why One Nation?
Well, I've always admired Pauline. I think she's been an amazing person in Australian politics for
too
so
right.
many
She's great
years.
to work with.
She stands up and she actually says what she
Yep.
thinks. And there's not too many politicians that will do that on a positive note.
I can count 5.
Okay, and they're courageous politicians and we should celebrate those. There's a lot of others that aren't in that list though, I think. So with One Nation, if you look at the last 2 years, they're the only party that stood up and said, enough, we need to make some changes here so we don't have this discrimination going in our society. And that has been supported by some courageous politicians from other parties, and we have to thank them for that. But it's One Nation that stood up as a party and said, no, let's get back to our freedoms, let's get back to independence, let's get back and have an Australia we used to have.
People all over Queensland, including Dickson, have had a gutful of people representing and working for their party machines, the power brokers behind the scenes. We need a true local who works for the constituents, and that's why I'm supporting Tamera, and I hope you support her, and make sure your preferences go to the minor parties. 1 to Tamera Gibson, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the other minor parties, the freedom parties, and then put the Labor, Liberal and Greens last.
Thanks, Malcolm.
You're welcome.
Great day with you.
Yes.